Hello, I'm Aaron Pettigrew, one of the Republican candidates for the United States Senate in Tennessee. Article 1, Section 8, Clause 2. This is one of the powers of Congress to borrow money on the credit of the United States. Well, recently, our debt crossed $21 trillion. I even had a video about that just before it did. $21 trillion. This power has not only been used, it's been abused. Abused to the point that even with fast, efficient, and good cuts to the spending of the federal government, it is going to take generations to pay it off. Think about that. $21 trillion. Okay? Now, it's been less than 1 trillion seconds since the time of Christ. Okay? So, look at how fast that's going up. Most of that has been over the course of the last 15 to 20 years. Especially the last 15 years. Okay? For the most part, the last several years, it's gone up near or more than $1 trillion a year. Now, to be fair with this year and how much it went up, aside from a changing administration and trying to get things done that they tend to do during their first year in office, we were hit by 3 hurricanes in, 2 states and 1 territory that have a lot of federal infrastructure. So, that is a good portion of the problem. Let's face that. Okay? But still, that is absolutely unsustainable. We can't keep doing it. And we need people in Congress and in the Senate that have the courage to say, our grandchildren can no longer afford it. We have to start doing something about that. Now, there are expenditures that people are dependent on. I often refer to them as dependency programs. Okay? But these things can be dealt with in a reasonable way, grandfathering in people who truly need them now, and making it, while we're still using them, more reasonable and easier to afford. Alright, now that takes a lot of thinking, a lot of planning, and a lot of explaining that I don't have the time for in these little videos. But it can be done without really hurting anybody who's actually depending on them now. So, and that includes Social Security. There are ways to do it. So, don't think that just because I'm trying to be a fiscal conservative that I'm not thinking about those people who have become dependent on the federal government. I'm just saying that they need to be dealt with in such a way that eventually people are not. So there you have it for that one. Borrowing on the credit of the United States. Well, that's over the annual gross domestic product, which means that's over the entire motion of the economy in a year. That is 4 to 5 times more than what the federal government takes in every year. Actually, I think it's more than that. I think it's over 5 times. So you can imagine, it's time to start cutting it off. We've got to do something about it. So thank you for your time. God bless and take care.